Hi everyone, my name is Braden, this is Airless Quill 9, and today I have a video for you about the conditions that are to appear in the 2024 Player's Handbook. These conditions are all going to be familiar to the ones that appeared in 2024. They have just been updated for the new rule system, and you can see that they're a little bit more categorized to make the effects that they present very clear to both the DM and the players. So, as you can see here, I have this document pulled up. This is actually an image pulled from the Dungeon Master's screen that will be released at some point. And these are all of the conditions that will be present in the 2024 Player's Handbook. As you can see, we have blinded, charmed, deafened, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, incapacitated, invisible, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, stunned, and unconscious. Now, all of these conditions have parts to them. They show like all the different parts that these conditions presents to characters or creatures that have one of these conditions. So, if you have the blinded condition, you have can't see. You can't see and automatically fail any ability check that requires sight. You also have attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. You can see it's already very clear on what blinding gives. The charm condition gives parts are can't harm the charmer. You can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with damaging abilities or magical effects. Charmed also gives social advantage. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact with you socially. The deafened condition, its part is can't hear. You can't hear and automatically fail any ability check that requires hearing. Exhaustion. This one has been updated a little bit. Exhaustion's parts include exhaustion levels. The condition is cumulative. Each time you receive it, you gain 1 exhaustion level. You die if your exhaustion level is 6. D20 tests affected. When you make a D20 test, D20 tests are ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws. It encompasses all 3 of those. When you make a D20 test, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. So the more exhausted you are, the harder it will be to succeed on any D20 test. Speed reduced. Your speed is reduced by a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level. That will be easy to track as well. So you have exhaustion level 1, your speed is reduced by 5 feet, 2 is 10 feet, 3 is 15 feet, etc., until you die. Removing exhaustion levels. Finishing a long rest removes 1 of your exhaustion levels. When your exhaustion level reaches 0, the condition ends. This is very nice. I like the changes to exhaustion. Frightened. The parts of the frightened condition are ability checks and attacks affected. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while your source of fear is within line of sight. Can't approach. You can't willingly move closer to the source of fear. Grappled has 3 parts. Speed 0. Your speed is 0 and can't increase. Attacks affected. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler. Movable. The grappler can drag or carry you when it moves, but every foot of movement costs 1 extra foot unless you are tiny or 2 or more sizes smaller than it. This is nice. I think they've actually added the attacks affected part to the grapple condition. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I believe they've added the attacks affected part to Grappled. All right, let's see here. Incapacitated has 4 parts to it. Inactive, you can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction. As you can see, that they've clarified any action also includes bonus actions. No concentration. Your concentration is broken if you become incapacitated. Speechless. You can't speak while incapacitated. Surprised. If you're incapacitated when you roll initiative, you have disadvantage on the roll. Interesting, interesting. Invisible has 3 parts to it. Surprise. If you're invisible when you roll initiative, you have advantage on the roll. Concealed. You aren't affected by any effect that requires its target to be seen unless the effect's creator can somehow see you. Any equipment you are wearing or carrying is also concealed. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage, and your attack rolls have advantage. If a creature can somehow see you, you don't gain this benefit against that creature. Makes it very clear. Paralyzed. Paralyzed looks like has 5 parts to it. Incapacitated. You have the incapacitated condition, which includes all 4 of the effects for incapacitated. Speed 0. Your speed is 0 and can't increase. Notice that incapacitated creatures can move. Their speed is not 0. Saving throws affected. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Automatic critical hits. Any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. Petrified. Petrified has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts to it. First part, turned to inanimate substance. You are transformed along with any non-magical objects you are wearing and carrying into a solid inanimate substance, usually stone. Your weight increases by a factor of 10 and you cease aging. Incapacitated. You have the incapacitated condition. So you have inactive, no concentration, speechless, and surprised. Speed 0. Your speed is 0 and can't increase. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Saving throws affected. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Resist damage. You have resistance to all damage. Poison immunity. You have immunity to the poison condition. And let's see here. The next one on the list is poisoned. Poisoned only has 1 part to it. Attacks and ability checks affected. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Sounds like poisoned. Prone. Prone has 2 parts. Restricted movement. Your only movement options are to crawl or to spend an amount of movement equal to half your speed, round down, to right yourself and thereby end the condition. If your speed is 0, you can't right yourself. Attacks affected. You have disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against you has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. Otherwise, that attack roll has disadvantage. Restrained. Speed 0. Your speed is 0 and can't increase. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. That's from attacks affected. Saving throws affected. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Interesting, interesting. Stunned. Stunned has 3 parts. Incapacitated. You have the incapacitated condition. That will give inactive, no concentration, speechless, and surprised. Saving throws affected. You automatically failed strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Unconscious. Unconscious has 6 parts to it. First part is inert. You have the incapacitated and prone conditions. And you drop whatever you're holding. When this condition ends, you remain prone. Speed 0. Your speed is 0 and can't increase. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Saving throws affected. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Automatic critical hits. Any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. And unaware. You're unaware of your surroundings. So as you can see, they've broken down each condition into all of its various parts. They've made it very clear what each condition does and what its effects are. And so there really shouldn't be any questions about how a condition affects you anymore. They've also made a bunch of other rule changes, which I will go over in a separate video, which will release the same day as this video, so keep a lookout for it. And that is it for conditions. I want to do a separate video just on conditions because there are a few of them, and I felt like they deserved their own video for those who just want to know about conditions. And since they're out, you can use these in your game now if you want to. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to like and subscribe if you want more content from me. Keep a lookout for my other videos. Comment on what changes you like in these conditions. My favorites are in the exhaustion condition. I like how it works now. It's very simplified and a lot easier to track, it seems like. And yeah, I will catch you all later. You guys have a great day.